Hi, everybody. It's Mike from Here, the Watchman, and just want to give a big shout out to everyone today. Happy Friday. We're going into the weekend. I hope you all have a blessed weekend. Please remember, go to hearthewatchmen.com. Check out the Long Island, New York conference, August 9th through the 11th. A wonderful lineup of speakers. I mean, we are going to have a tsunami of faith overcome the entire Long Island area. Be there and be a part of it. HearTheWatchmanMen.com. Use the discount code NY20 and get $20 off your general admission price. Today on the show, we're bringing back one of the Washington insiders, one of the true men that was there for a lot of things that went on. It's Mr. Larry Nichols, and we also have Mary Ellen with us today. Larry is going to be just audio. Larry, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, Mike. These are perilous times, and thanks to programs like yours, we've got a chance to try to save our country, Mike.
Well, the time is here, Larry. There's no doubt about that. We just watch everything that's going on that mainstream feeds us, and we look at the alternative news feeds, and we see things going on each and every day. Larry, what can you tell us about what's really happening right now with our country?
Well, the big picture is this, Mike, and all of you, listen to me. There is a movement, yes, it's called a coup, to destroy our form of government and to create a new one. Now, if anybody had a doubt about that, I would go to the IG report that just recently came out, which we'll talk about. But there's one part in it, Mike, that I think will help your audience maybe see that we are in a coup. And it's a couple of emails from Strzok and that Lisa Page. One of them in particular where she said he's not going to win, right? And then he sends back a thing and says, no, we'll stop him. Now, folks, if there's ever been proof, if ever there has been proof of a conspiracy to out the President of the United States, there it is. You got it right there. And the reason they've got to get rid of Trump is because of the overall picture. The overall picture is they want our country to become a pseudo-socialist, communist type government. They've already got, like, the copy points, the talking points. They're already prepared. Talking about, and now think about this, if this is all the people get, mainstream, normal people, 6 and 10 o'clock news, all they get, just imagine, all they're going to hear is, our form of government doesn't work today. You know, it worked in 1776. They didn't have computers. They didn't have television. They didn't have radio. It doesn't work in today's society. So therefore, we got to change it to something that will get us back in to the global community. And they point out Congress can no longer do anything. They can't go forward. They can't go backwards. If the Republicans bring up something, the Democrats are against it. If the Democrats bring up something, the Republicans are against it. So therefore, our legislative branch of government is trash. Trash. Now, guys, my opinion is this. There's no doubt that our government today, Mike, has become corrupt, tyrannical in some ways, but it's not the form of government. It's the people that are in the government that are doing it. And they've got one seat that they've got to get to take over our country, and that's the presidency. And Mike, you and I have talked about it before. It's not uncommon when a president of the other party wins, the party that's out, you know, they work to stall or shut down the president's agenda. But that's not what's happening here today. They want Trump gone. Gone. They don't want to reign on his agenda. They don't want any of that. They want him out. Gone. He's got to be out. He's got to be gone. For them to complete their goal, which was to take over our country.
Well, Larry, let me ask you this. I mean, for those listeners that are tuning into this, that are just kind of waking up, who's behind this? Are we still looking at this driven by Obama and the Clintons? I mean, who's really the powerhouse behind this?
You know, Mike, I've heard, you've heard, we've heard forever about the Bilderbergers, the Trilateral. It's none of that. The group that's actually pulling the chain is a group of elitists, global elitists, triple super wealthy, and they go under the name of the Progressive Council. And in that council, there are probably 20 to 25 now of the most rich and powerful people in the world. And they didn't just form up of recent to do this work. This has been going on for years and years and years. Even back when I was with the Clintons, it was going on then. So, when you say who is it? It's a group of no-name, super wealthy people that are part of what's called the Progressive Council. Included in that group, of course, is George Soros and his ilk. They want the world.
So, Larry, let me ask you this, or make this statement. I mean, it would seem to all of us that are, you know, God-fearing Christians like yourself and Mary Ellen, that Satan is actually behind the Progressive Council and moving to shut President Trump down and to enable this coup to happen. I mean, are you seeing people being fooled by all of this?
Absolutely. You know, Mike, I try not to get folks into preaching to y'all because I'm a Christian. I'm just not that versed at being a great Christian. But if you don't see the devil's hand in Washington, D.C., you're just not looking. You're just not looking. And I get this quite a lot. You know, the devil's got nothing to do with it except, well, let me tell you something, folks. If you believe in the Bible, King James Bible, if you believe in Jesus Christ, then you must believe in the devil. Because he's real too. He's very real. And Washington, D.C. has become the playground for the devil and his demons. Look at the stuff that goes on there, Mike. The pedophilia, homosexuality, drugs, you name all of these sinister things, and they go on out there, right within our walls of our Congress. I mean, we're up against it. We're up against it.
Well, Larry, you know, the best way for the devil to operate is to convince us that he's not real. And that's what we see going on. Now, you and Mary Ellen have been working diligently to combat this atrocity that's happening in our country. Talk to us about what you guys are doing and how people can get involved.
Well, thank you. First off, let me say this. get 100% of that which they consider to be enough news, national news, to make decisions. The problem is the only place they get their news is from their 6 and 10 o'clock local TV station. Now, when you break those programs down, that allows 4 to 7 minutes total for national news. The time they do sports, weather, local broadcast, etc., you got 4 to 7 minutes. And people listen to that and they think, Mike, they've got the information they need to make decisions about our country. But then they don't think and take into consideration where the local TV gets its news. It gets it it's being fed that news from ABC, NBC, and CBS, their Washington affiliates. So it's all controlled. It's propaganda. So what we're trying to do, what we've got to do, we have got, Mike, to reach out beyond the normal conservative audiences, yours, Limbaugh's, Hannity's, got to reach out beyond that. We've got to find a way to get into the hearts and minds of the people in your neighborhood that you walk past every day. We've got to get them. They've got to see. They've got to be made to understand what's going on. And so Mary Ellen and I have accepted the challenge to get out and try to engage as many people, Mike, as we can to get active, to pay attention, and to do due diligence when it comes to matters of our country. You know, we far too long, like we've gone and we voted in November and said, well, you know, I watched all the TV ads and I like this guy or that woman on the TV ad better than the other one, so we vote for that person. Then we wipe our hands clean and say, now I've done my due. That's not all you're supposed to do. You must hold them accountable. You must. And so we've got to find ways, Mike, to get the American people to be aware of what you're aware of, what we're aware of. And it's hard to believe, but a lot of the public just is not. They're just not. Let me give an example quickly. Hello?
We're here, Larry.
Okay. The IG report that just came out. You've heard pundits from both sides of the aisle, Republican and Democrat, say that that is not politically biased. It wasn't politically biased. Are you kidding me? That's what it is. It is politically biased. But there's one little trick. The emails or texts that I told you about, Mike, one where Strzok says we'll get them, or we'll get him, or whatever. Are y'all aware that they didn't get those until about 4 or 5 weeks ago now? They didn't get them. They were held from them. Now, 4 or 5 weeks ago, when they finally got them, folks, investigation phase of the IG report was over. They were down to just binding and putting them together for distribution. So that stuff that is so critical was not even considered in the findings of the report. Can you believe it?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So I have been asked, you've got to get the American people to wake up to this IG report and to make them know the opposite of what the media is trying to convince them of. that it's not biased. It is biased. It was a plot. Mike, it was a plot to overthrow a duly elected president of the United States. And dear God, what do you call that?
Coup.
Well, you know, you guys have been doing so much work. Mary Ellen, how do people get involved with the movement that you've started, and how can people help?
Okay, first of all, Monday night at 8 o'clock Central Time. I've got echo here. Do I need to turn my volume off?
Down a little bit, Mary Ellen, you'll be fine.
Volume. So at Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 o'clock Central Time, we have a conference. Oh, hold it steady. We have a conference call, and the number is 712-451-0725. The access code is 492215 #. And Larry comes on as often as he can, and I do it when he's not available. And we talk about what's going on. We let people know the intel that Larry's gotten. We are working on things that need to be done. We have to next month make some phone calls, and we are asking people to join us, get trained so you know how to do this. And we're going to be making some phone calls to stop the impeachment, to be putting some pressure on the congressman. And we need help, and we need people to come to the call and find out what we're doing and give us their emails so that we can connect with them. So right now, the best way is to come on Monday, Wednesday, Friday night. We also have an email address, ethics campaign, ETHICSCAMPAIGN @yahoo.com, ethicscampaign@yahoo.com. And we put out, Larry's dictated articles that I send out to people. We have a monthly newsletter. So those are all things that you can get hold of. If anybody would like a photograph of or a print of Larry, an artist was consigned to do this. In fact, you're the Watchmen. Ask Casper McLeod, one of their speakers. He's an artist, and he did this drawing. It's a copy. And if you'd like to have that, just come to the phone call or email me at ethicscampaign@yahoo.com. I'll tell you how to get it. And Larry's book, 28 Years to Nowhere, is available at 28yearstoNowhere.com. That's Larry's autobiography. It starts when he was working with the Clintons and what led to their separation. Talks about the Arkancides. Talks about, it's interesting, he's got a whole chapter written before the election, right after the inauguration, of all the things that he said were going to happen, and they are just lining up one after the other, the things that he predicted were going to happen, including the coup, including the fact that they could not allow President Trump to stay in office because we're blocking what they want to bring forth. Larry, do you want to say something about the 3 branches of government and how close we were to having it locked up?
Larry, you there? Larry?
Sorry about that. I accidentally hit mute. Forgive me.
That's okay. What Mary Ellen was asking was if you wanted to talk about the 3 branches of government and what they're doing.
Most everyone, I would hope, in this audience understands how founding fathers set up a checks and balance system, forming 3 distinct co-equal branches of government. The legislative branch, which of course is Congress, judicial branch, which of course is justice, FBI, etc., and the executive branch, which of course is the presidency. They have now got control, and I think, Mike, you see it, I hope, I think we can see that this cabal has control of the FBI. The FBI has been saturated with what we'll call deep staters. Then you go to our Justice Department. One of the problems Jeff Sessions has in bringing charges against some of the people that were all sitting there screaming, you know, arrest them, have them arrested, he's got to go through the legal system. He's got to go through the court system. And the courts for so many years have been taken over steadily, over and over and over, taken over by these deep state judges and prosecutors. So even if you had Hillary robbing a bank, Mike, I mean, and we nearly do the way evidence looks now, but even if we had pictures of her robbing a bank, who would you call to get her prosecuted that is not a part of the deep state? Who?
That's a very good
That
question.
leaves one place left, and that's the executive branch. They felt like this was it. This last election was it, Mike, all of it. All they had to do was get Hillary to win. That's all they had to do. And I assure you, within 6 to 8 months, had Hillary won, we would have already been transforming our form of government. If you don't believe that, let me give you another little statistic to chew on. In the primary of 2016, more people voted in the Democratic Party primary for either an announced socialist in Bernie Sanders and what most people acknowledge was a communist socialist in Hillary. More people voted for those two than all the Republicans put together in that primary. Y'all know what that means? That means today, if somebody stood up and said, you know what, ladies and gentlemen of America, millennials, this just isn't working anymore. We need to change our form of government more towards socialism. It's scary, but there would be a huge portion of our society that would vote for doing it. And the only thing stopping them is one man, Donald Trump. Thanks to the grace of God, and I'm not one to call miracles lightly, but his election over Hillary, I believe, was a modern day miracle. I hate to seem so trite about a miracle to put it into political terms, but it was more than just a political miracle. It was a miracle to save the nation. Then we're supposed to have the fourth estate. The fourth estate is supposed to be a free press. And that's to make sure that if the three branches of government ever started to commingle, the press would be able to expose it. Well, guess what, folks? The press is in on it today. And don't tell me you don't see that. Don't tell me anybody you talk to that knows who's president today, if they have enough sense politically to know who our president is and Donald Trump, and they see the bias in the media. If they say they don't, they're lying. But folks, we are in the fight for our nation. And it's as much y'all's nation as it is Mike's, mine, Mary Ellen, Donald Trump. It's as much yours as it is ours. But you have to engage. And I might suggest you do this first. One of the first things you should do when you come in contact with friends that, for one reason or another, they've never talked politics to you before, but now all of a sudden they ask a simple question in politics, you're getting interested. everything you know, because that runs people off. And then invite them to come listen to this program with Mike. Just come listen.
So, you know, Larry, look, we're draining the swamp, but it's a big swamp. It's like the size of Lake Michigan. So it's taking time, but we're working on it. But the ballots are rigged. So do we need to insist state by state that we go on paper ballots again and do the counting by hand to get the voters to have some oversight in what's going on?
Well, absolutely. This election in November for our country, Mike, is over. It's just it. If the Democrats win the House, don't worry about the Senate, if they win the House in November, they have made it quite clear they will impeach President Trump. They don't even care if they've got anything to impeach him for. They're just going to impeach him. So that brings us to the issue of election fraud. How do you beat election fraud? Well, Mike just gave you a tip. When you go in to vote and your voting booth or your voting precinct is voting machines, just always know in the back of your mind, if it's a voting machine, it's rigged. It may not be, but there's an 80% chance it's going to be rigged. So what do you do? Demand a paper ballot. Demand a paper ballot. Now, if they tell you paper ballots, they're lying, and if they're not lying, they're breaking the law. They are supposed to have paper ballots, Mike, in case the power gets knocked off or whatever. The election must go on. So every voting precinct is supposed to have ample supply of written ballots, paper ballots. Then, what you want to do next is make sure you or someone you know is allowed at the county seat where they count the paper ballots. Do not let them take them off somewhere and then just tell you the result. Don't do that. You make sure if you can't get somebody else to do it, then you do it. And I'll tell you why. Folks, I've rigged more elections than most of you have even voted in. When it comes to paper ballots, me and a couple of the state police, Larry Patterson, Roger Perry, we would go, and when they took in the votes at a precinct, put them in a box, lock the box, state police, we would come by, I'd ride with them, we'd pick up that box that was locked, stick it in the trunk of the police car. Then we'd transport that box to the county seat to be counted. But Mike, guess what we got to the county seat with?
Well, Larry, you know, I applaud you for the work that you're doing out there, and we need people to get involved. Mary Ellen, can you give us that number again one more time?
I'm also going to give you a web address, nicholslive.com. All the information about the phone call, the email, Larry's book is all there on the website. The phone number, Monday, Wednesday, Friday night, 712-451-0725, and the access code is 492215. And then don't forget
it's at 8 o'clock
sound at the end. Yes, 8 Central.
Well, that's great. I mean, God bless the both of you. I want to thank you both for joining us today here on the Watchman's Report. It's been a pleasure having you again, Larry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come on, Mike. We'll do it again, I hope. We've got a lot of work to do.
And we're going to be praying for you and praying for Mary Ellen and praying for your effort. And folks, I also want to ask you to think about Henry Groover today. Say a prayer for Henry. His family has asked for prayers. We want to anoint him and bring the healing of Jesus into his life right now. So please pray for Henry Groover. And again, visit hearthewatchmen.com for all details on the upcoming conference in Long Island, New York. As I always say, you can do anything with Jesus in your heart, except nothing at all. Get out there and get busy. Guys, thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you, Mike.
You bet. Thank you.
I'm here on the Watchman's Report.